Welcome. I want to talk to you about something very important for you on the job market. Which comes first, engagement or your resume? This is a very, very important topic because right now the job market is a little bit different than what we're currently used to. So, first things first, I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Daniella. I am a leadership strategist. For people who are pivoting into executive leadership or senior leadership. I also have a company here in Texas where I'm the first black owned consulting firm. I consult executives in big tech and in green energy. I also work with oil and gas companies looking for greener paths. So let's get into it. Because I'm so close to the pipeline and I work with the executives, I understand their vision. I'm also able to interpret what's taking place on the market. So let's jump right into that right now. So, what you may notice when you're applying for these jobs is that there are a lot of people applying for one job. Last year, I remember specifically, I was telling a client, I don't remember seeing this many people in competition for just one role. And so, what we're witnessing on the market is a little bit of a phenomena. And so, I want to break that down so you can better apply yourselves and get a call back from a recruiter. Because these numbers are higher, I want you to really ask yourself, is the resume first or the engagement? With recruiters being inundated with up to 14,000 applicants for one post. And we're going to get into why that's happening, but I want you to keep this in mind before you answer that question. Which one comes first? Let's go ahead and break that down, okay? Facts. In today's market, your network is going to determine a lot for you. Who you know and who you are connected to, who you have engagement to. This is going to really pay off for those of you in the current marketplace. Recruiters are gatekeepers for opportunities, right? And those gatekeepers are screening people based on a few factors. And I'll give you a hint, it's not your resume. So I want to jump into step one. What matters is, can you tell me what you do? Can you pitch your skill set as a solution to a corporation's need? That is what the recruiter is looking for, okay? So when you get that formatted template that LinkedIn gives you when you want to slide in the recruiter's DM, I want you to understand if they're getting 14,000 applicants, they're seeing the same format. You have to approach it from a different angle if you want to get past that gatekeeper and ask yourself, how is my ability to explain what I do in simple and plain terms? Is it real sharp? Can I really tell someone in an elevator pitch exactly what I do and how I contribute to an organization? Two, I want you to think about this. It's not that your resume is completely not important. It's just that the resume matters most with the hiring manager, which is typically round 2 or 3. This is the person in the organization that you would be reporting to or a key decision maker. They're going to be looking through your resume to try to make sense and match you to the role. When you get past that gatekeeper, it matters because the recruiter can either say, hey, here's a candidate, or hey, I think she's the perfect match. We had a long conversation, but I want to go ahead and push her through for an interview. You want the latter. You want the recruiter to push you through. So the emphasis, as I've seen in so many Facebook groups and on LinkedIn, where people are asking for interview, can you look at my resume? Can you look at my resume? Think of it from this angle. If 14,900 people are submitting to jobs within a matter of a few hours or over a few days, your approach cannot be the same as everyone else on the market. It's not your resume that's going to get you through the door. It's your ability to build a network and engage. And one of the reasons I really want you to push yourself and ask yourself this question is because engagement matters. And so how you pitch your skill set, how you communicate what you do you understand how to explain that in plain terms? How well do you connect with the recruiters? Do you interact on their posts? You know, I always like to tell people you don't want to reach out to people sometimes when you need something. So just adding those recruiters, getting to know them, looking at their posts, what's their conversation about? What are they looking for? Some recruiters will even tell you what they hate in as far as like, oh, I hate when applicants do this. Engage with them on their posts. Then that way, when you slide in her DM or his DM, you can authentically establish a connection off the job post that you just applied for. I also want you to consider this. LinkedIn actually draws the recruiter in, okay? Not your resume. So when you're applying for these jobs, even if they apply and you click the link and it goes off the site or another window opens, LinkedIn still tracks that this person clicked the link to apply. And guess what? LinkedIn is going to decide based off how well you are optimized and how well you capture what you do in your LinkedIn, if you are a good fit or not a fit. So those of you that's saying like, I'm not getting callbacks, maybe you are deemed as not a fit. If you look right here, I have my own company. I'm currently hiring. I have an account that I get to see from a recruiter's perspective, right? And so when I'm looking at talent and I'm telling LinkedIn what I want, LinkedIn is able to say, hey, this person's a match. She has the experience that you're looking for. This person's a match. And guess what? Whoever is a match comes up on my first page. So I want you to really think about that. Do you put effort into your LinkedIn? Are you able to communicate? Because when I see she's a good fit, I might be ready to slide in your DM. It's even better if you've already done it for me. I actually hired the person that slid in my DM and was matched as a good fit because LinkedIn gave me notifications for both. The good fit, oh, look, they just inboxed you. So this is how you're going to be able to push yourself ahead of the line. Your engagement starts in the DM, in the post, engaging with the recruiters. That's how you get ahead of the line because these recruiters are not going to sift through all of these resumes. Trust me, a lot of people are just randomly applying for jobs, and so a huge percent of those people are not your competitors. Another percent of those people are probably close, but the question is, can they communicate their skill set? Is the recruiter even going to get to them? And so you make that recruiter's job a lot easier when you can pitch for yourself in a quick 90-second pitch or send them a message connecting the dots for them with yourself in that job post. So if you like the content and this really helped you, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you join my workshop that's coming up. I'm going to try to run one every weekend, and it's called Imposter to Influence. This is specifically built to help you with imposter syndrome as it relates how you respond to questions on the spot from the recruiter. How do you connect the dots with the recruiter? How do you get the confidence to sell yourself? Because another thing is, if you don't really believe in what you're saying, it shows up in your body language when you ramble or when you freeze up. Last but not least, you can always join my Patreon. This is where I go live on a weekly basis, breaking down industry reports so that you know what terms these companies are using, how they're looking at your skill set, and how you might want to tweak and reposition your game. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.